Welcome back. We're going to be continuing our study of Christ's words and counsel to us, particularly reading from Matthew chapter 24 and 25 over the next few days, as Jesus talks with his disciples. But really, I find that when he's talking to his disciples, but he's sharing words for us living in the last days, because Jesus knew his disciples were not actually living in the last days. The lessons were still appropriate for them as they continue out their life and their ministry, but they're particularly valuable and important to us. Let's pick it up at the beginning of Matthew 24. It says there that Jesus had left the temple and he was walking away when his disciples came to him with this question. And they wanted to know, when is the end going to happen? What will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age? And what's Jesus' first words to them? He says in verse 4 of Matthew 24, watch out. Watch out. Keep your eyes open, but be attentive and listen to what I'm going to say to you. There's going to be many people coming with all kinds of prophetic interpretations. There's going to be people that seem to have all the answers of what we should be doing, what we should be looking for, and they're going to say, look, here's the answer over here, and look, here's even the preacher that we should be listening to. There's going to be false Christ. There's going to be all kinds of rumors. Watch out. Watch out and pay attention. Just skimming through here, he says there's going to be a time of great distress. Now, that's not just today, and I recognize that our world is in tremendous distress all around the world right now, but this is not the first time. We had so many times over the last 100 years that our nation and our world has been in great distress. There's been other pandemics. There's been world wars. There's been the Holocaust. There's been this and that and the other. There's always been times of distress, but it seems like we are seeing some pretty unique things that certainly have my attention. Jesus says there will be times of great distress. There's going to be wars and rumors of wars. There's going to be earthquakes. There's going to be famines. There's going to be pestilence. There's going to be these false teachings, all of this. But then he goes on and he says in verse 36, no one knows the day or the hour. We don't know, not even the angels in heaven or the Son. He says, I don't even know at this point. Only the Father knows. So watch out, but also be ready. He says in verse 42, again, watch out on his time. He says, keep watch, because you do not know what hour your Lord will come. But understand this, if you did know, you'd make sure that you were ready. If you knew when the master of the house was going to come back, you would make sure that everything was in order. And so I come back to that Jim Elliot quote, make sure that when you die, when it's time to die, that all you have to do is die. Jesus' counsel is not to get involved with the government issues and the mandates. He says, watch out. Keep your eyes on me. Be ready. What do we need to be doing to be ready when Christ comes? Well, that's what we're going to be looking at in the next 3 devotionals as Jesus tells 3 stories about what we should be doing to be ready. So, get ready. God bless.